Hail YouTube, Dominions, Dumentites, and Arch-villains! Thank you all for supporting me in my effort to save pop culture. And I would ask you please make sure you are still subbed, turn on your notification bell, and if you are not subscribed, please consider doing so. This channel could use your support. Thank you, and enjoy this video. My friends, the Me Too movement has empowered many women to come forward and share their abuse stories with the world. Overall, this is a good thing when it comes to predators like Harvey Weinstein, who prey on women from a place of privilege and power. But one thing the Me Too movement should never empower women to do is come forward with false stories, lying under cover of the Me Too movement to punish men for being men. It is fashionable these days to convey the message, believe women. But what happens to Me Too, to justice, and to women who have legitimately been abused when some piece of shit lies about being abused, especially if it turns out they were the abuser all along? Amber Heard may be facing up to 3 years in prison for doing exactly that. And just as Weinstein's abuses empowered Me Too, so too may Amber Heard's alleged false accusations not only send her to prison, but cast a shadow over Me Too that may lead to cancel culture getting canceled. CBR.com has just released an article entitled "Amber Heard Faces Prison If Found Guilty of Falsifying Evidence Against Depp." Amber Heard could go to jail if it is proven that the actress falsified evidence to support her claims that Johnny Depp physically abused her. This case has been going on for quite some time. There have been all sorts of allegations. On her side, she claimed physical abuse, pictures showing black eyes and scars and so on and so forth. And for Johnny Depp's part, he claimed that she beat him up. He claims that she took a big dump on his bed and that basically she was a crazy abuser. This is, of course, according to Depp. And I would mention that an audio tape was leaked by Depp, presumably, showing Amber Heard talking to him and admitting that she was the one hitting on him and that he had been trying to walk away. Well, now, in a move that could possibly land Amber Heard in jail for up to 3 years, the courts have gotten involved and are going to be deciding the truth of these various allegations. According to CBR.com, the legal drama surrounding Aquaman star Amber Heard and her ex-husband Fantastic Beasts star Johnny Depp has taken another turn following shocking allegations against the actress, who has claimed that Depp had physically abused her during their tumultuous 18-month-long marriage. Depp is currently suing Heard for defamation due to her domestic abuse claims, and there appears to be new evidence that suggests Heard faked some of her alleged injuries at the hands of Depp that allowed her to obtain a temporary restraining order against the actor, and that if they were proven to be true, the actress could face up to 3 years in prison for falsifying evidence. The two actors, who met while filming The Rum Diary in 2011, married in February of 2015. Heard filed for divorce in May of 2016. She obtained the temporary restraining order at the same time, stating that Depp had been physically and verbally abusive to her. Their divorce settled in August of that year, and the divorce was finalized in January of 2017. However, in December of 2018, Heard wrote an op-ed piece for the Washington Post where she once again spoke about Depp being physically abusive. Soon after, Depp filed a $50 million defamation lawsuit against his former wife. Interestingly, Heard did not actually use Depp's name in the opinion piece, but a judge recently ruled that Depp sufficiently demonstrated that it was clear who Heard was referring to, so he was still eligible to argue it was defamatory. So basically, folks, what is being alleged here? They're claiming that Heard used makeup in order to fake the bruises on her face that were used to get that temporary restraining order. This was to support her claim that Depp hit her and gave her 2 black eyes just before she appeared on The Late Late Show with James Corden in 2015. However, her hairstylist, Samantha McMillan, has stated throughout the day of December 16th, 2015, I could see clearly that Amber Heard did not have any visible marks, bruises, cuts, or injuries to her face or any other part of her bod. Well, this would be a problem, because California Penal Code Section 141 PC states, essentially, that you cannot alter, modify, plant, place, conceal, manufacture, or move any physical matter with the intention of causing someone to be charged with a crime. California Penal Code 132 PC also prohibits offering false evidence, and California Penal Code Section 134 PC prohibits preparing false evidence. These are felony charges, and these felony charges have a maximum sentence of 3 years in prison. Think about what happened to Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp was blacklisted in the industry. Have you seen a lot of Johnny Depp around lately? No. Amber Heard is why. Because in this environment of Me Too, accusing a man is as good as convicting a man. Never mind that a recording was produced of Amber Heard mocking Depp, baiting Depp, saying, in effect, that she had been the one hitting on him and that he had tried to walk away. In fact, Johnny Depp lost part of his finger and claims that it was Amber Heard who assaulted him, chopping off the tip of his finger with some broken glass from something that she had thrown. It is also claimed by Johnny Depp that she did all sorts of other crazy things, including deuces in the bed. This was not a marriage made in heaven, folks. This was a marriage forged in the fires of hell. But it was only Johnny Depp who paid the price for it, if these allegations are correct. It's very interesting if Amber Heard had 2 black eyes before she went on the James Corden show, that her hairstylist didn't see a thing and is willing to testify to that effect. Think about the impact on Johnny Depp's life if this is true. I don't know, personally, what the truth is here, but I'm very, very grateful as a man that maybe somewhere in the world, a falsely accused man may be getting a modicum of justice, perhaps a little late. The damage is done to Depp's career and his reputation, and his physical self and his psychological self. Because abuse is abuse, whether it's a man abusing a woman or a woman abusing a man, it's wrong in either case. And both instances occur in this world. And to blanketly say, believe women or believe men, is to reduce justice to a slogan. I'm very, very grateful that a court is examining these charges. And I hope that if an injustice has been done, it will be righted. And if that requires Amber Heard to be behind bars for 3 years, so much the better. It is unforgivable for a man to abuse a woman. It should be equally unforgivable for a woman to lie about being abused, to hurt a man. This damages not only the man, but the Me Too movement and all the women who have legitimately been abused, who may not be believed because of liars. And if she is not lying, I hope that that will come out as well. A false accusation is a false accusation, but I'm glad somebody is looking into this. And regardless of the outcome, I hope it will make people think twice before leveling false charges and trying to convict an innocent person in the court of public opinion. And to the writers of Aquaman 2, you might want to hold off on the whole Mira thing, you know? You might want to go ahead and write that Mira has gone on a trip, a little vacation for that episode, or Mira got eaten by a whale and got pooped out somewhere in the Marianas Trench, and then scooped up by a UFO interested in the case, and the scat sifted for evidence of fake black guy makeup. It might work well. I mean, after all, it's science fiction. There's lots of ways you could explain why Mira is not in Aquaman 2. Other, of course, than Mira falsely accused Aquaman of abuse. Though there might be a kind of justice in that as well. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock, bidding you all, my friends, stay angry. And rest assured, sometimes justice prevails.
ha ha ha